not be getting a yawn literally as the intro video was ending. And so I was like, let me cover it up with this fan. Ooh, I hate it. I had 2 cups of coffee today. Why am I tired?
Sometimes caffeine don't help.
Sometimes it really doesn't. But
it don't.
Anyway. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the Cup TV, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we put the real on the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. I say something gay. I've got a little bit of coffee here that I might not drink the rest of it. So I'm just going to let her hear. So we're just drinking water, because hydration is important. And that's about all today. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I am Lana. I am your resident Eva Diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because I love me some tea. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am currently also just drinking on some water. Nice and cold out the fridge. You see it.
I got ice in mine, though it's probably all melted.
Nice and cold. We love that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, because hydration is the essence of all.
Correct. Who should be on season 2 of this show.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. If I was drinking something else, anything else, I'd be drinking out of my panel full of cup mugs. Panel full of cup mugs. To our audio listeners, I'm sorry.
We love a remix. We love a remix.
Don't we? But yeah, you can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch at lanajscreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And if you haven't checked out our Etsy shop lately, you should, because we have new items going in there. So get that, check it, get it, got it, good. But yeah, get your cup merch, and we do ship domestically here in the U.S. and Canada and Mexico, and we do ship internationally. So there are no excuses. Get your cup merch, period.
Lana, we are back.
Mm-hmm.
It is the goat. I almost said the mole again.
No, we're in goat manor. The mole.
We are in goat manor. We will be, there is a period of time where we will concurrently be talking about the goat and the mole, which may look like a week, I think.
Maybe. I think it might be 1 week.
It depends on how many episodes this season is, which I think is 10.
10. I think it's 10, and I think we're almost there.
Because we're on episode 6.
Because they said 2 more ultimations on the show this week. So it's 2 more. So
which will put us at a top 5?
I think they're going to have a top 5, and then they're going to do 2 eliminations to get to a 3. Because these challenges aren't long. I think they're just going to move it along really quickly.
Right. Well, we're going to dive into episode 6, an episode that made both of us very happy.
But first, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things TV. And we've got 3 other channels to give you almost all of the media consumption that you could ever need in your whole life. So we appreciate all of the support. Thank you very much. If you're enjoying our coverage of the GOAT, make sure to like the video as well. In the description below, you can find all of our other YouTube channels, our audio podcast links, and our membership channel links. So go support us. We greatly appreciate it, because it takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to put on all of these podcasts. So we appreciate all the support from all of you. So here's where we were at prior. So yeah, if there's only 2 more eliminations, we're literally going to have a top 5. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So is it 2-part finale then, I'm assuming?
Maybe.
Yeah, because that would take us to episode 8. 2-part finale makes sense, I guess. Sure, whatever. But yes, it is episode 6. We just lost Justin and Tech in the last episode.
Tech,
Not Tech.
not Tech.
No, not Tech. Tech. It's fine. But yeah, so we go into this episode. It is reality house show week. So not Big Brother.
Not Big Brother, just the reality house.
So Real World, Bad Girls Club, two shows that I wish were represented on this show. But
yeah.
This also kind of just felt like Survivor Week. I'm gonna lie to you. Both of the challenges were giving very Survivor.
Yes.
So, but before we get to the GOAT challenge for the week, our faves, Jill and Devon, getting together. They have their strategy. They're going to discuss their plan. The plan is to take out either Wendell or Reza.
Yep.
That's the plan. That's what we're going with. And I think that's a solid plan. They're both people that need to be targeted for, honestly, very different reasons. So, you know, I think it's a great plan on the part of Jill and Devon. And then subsequently, juxtapose that conversation with both Wendell and Joe recognizing, oh, we're going after each other. And you know who is sitting in a really nice, comfortable spot now, who no one's really looking at? Paula. I still think Paula's going to win the whole damn thing, honestly.
I wouldn't be mad if Paula won the whole thing.
If it's not Devon.
If it's not Devon or Jill, because hold on.
I like Jill.
Jill and Devon are the duo I never thought I needed in my life.
Never would have expected.
Never would have put them together. Never would have thought that this was a duo that I needed. But I love them. Like their energy together. Like I feel like Jill and Devon are like very on the same wavelength as in like I feel like Devon is an old soul and Jill being an older woman, but still young and fresh at heart. Like I feel like they match so well together, and like their energies are so perfectly matched. Like they like, look, they're not here to play no games with nobody. They're not here. Well, they're here to play. They're not here for no best friend contest. They're not here to, you know, they're not here for none of this nonsense. They just want to play the game. And it's so good. I love them. I did not know this. I did not think if you would have told me this, that would be the duo of the season for me, I would have been like, you're lying.
So it makes sense a little bit because I was like, they have to have complementary astrological signs because I agree with you completely. They're very, very similar in the way that they process things. Jill is a Sagittarius and Devon's a Taurus because we have the same birthday. I don't know if you knew, but that's my birthday twin. So,
I think I knew that, but I might not.
That's my birthday twin, along with the fabulous Mari Forth, who has been on our podcast before. Shout out to Mari. We share a birthday, which is gorgeous, lovely, and phenomenal. But yeah, no, that makes complete sense because Taurus and Sagittarius do complement each other as far as ways of thinking and ways of processing things. So that makes complete sense because I was like, there has to be something like personality-wise and astrologically that makes sense for me. So yeah, they are creating these, they're doing their thing. And then we get to the GOAT challenge of the week, which is a word scramble.
Scramble. This was very Big Brother.
This was so Big Brother in the way that like, so
you got a knockout round.
But then the knockout felt very Survivor in the way that they used to do the old school reward challenges where it was like, if you get the question right, you get to chop the person.
Yeah, in that aspect where you have 3 chances. But it was very Big Brother Survivor.
We've got balloons filled with goat meal. I hated this. I gotta be honest. Like, but it was really interesting because the one thing we hear more than anything else is Davon's like, I want to see who's targeting me. I don't remember exactly who it was though.
And in the beginning, wasn't nobody targeting her because they were scared. They were
Which
scared
makes me
to target
optimistic.
her.
But we end up coming down to a final three of Paula, CJ, and Jill. Does not surprise me in the slightest.
Nope.
Because those are all, for the most part, I would say Jill and Paula have been very under the radar, but still playing the game. CJ, had her moment. She had her moment. But ever since then has kind of been under the radar a little. A little bit like that. But we do end up getting a winner, and it's Jill.
Yeah.
Thrilled. So excited.
Love it. And you know what happens right after Jill gets her win for the GOAT or whatever? She's like, Davon, come on. We need to talk now. And I was like,
period.
I was like, yes. Because she's like, look, I know Jill is super smart. Jill is like, look, this is not my bread and butter. This is not what I do. I go to Housewives. I just live my life, and that's what I do. So I need to link up with somebody who has done this and is doing this, who understands the strategic parts of this, because me and Jill, will go off of emotions because that's who I am. I'm an emotional person. I act like this in real life. If somebody pissed me off, I'm going after them. That's it. I need somebody who'll be like, whoa. Strategic wise, that might not be the best, because sometimes emotional can make you do stuff that you shouldn't do for the greater good. So she needed somebody who was going to do the strategic part of it, and she picked Davon. And I was like, work. So she was like, Davon, come on, let's go talk about a plan. And they did. And here's where I laughed, because after the GOAT challenge, they had this pool party. Everybody's going to do a pool party. We're going to go and have a pool party where everybody hang out. And it was cute and it was cool and everybody go have a good time. And we're going to not think about the game. Right. Like, you go not think about the game, period. But they do the pool party. Everybody comes together and they have a good time and they talk about, what they loved about being here in this moment in the game and at the manor and ja. They give them their time, but after a while, after the pool party starts to settle in a little bit, Jill and Davon, they go upstairs. Joe and Paula, they go off to the side. Reza and Wendell, they go off and start talking. And so I'm like,
and CJ and Jason are kind of just there.
Just there.
I loved it.
CJ's like, I thought this was a party. Why aren't we outside here?
I have to say, the editing of this show just keeps getting better. And it's moments like this that I'm like, oh, I love seeing everyone just off. And then CJ just being like, I thought this was a party. Like, what are we doing? Like, obsessed with it, honestly. Obsessed with it.
It's so good. It's really good. So Davon and Jill decide that they were going to, Jill was like, I have to pick my team. Who do I put on my team? She's like, you just make sure you put Reza and Wendell on opposite teams. So whatever happens, if Reza, we have a target on opposite teams. She was like, I don't care whose team you put, whatever. You just make sure that we put them on opposite teams. And so we get to the challenge, and Jill picks her team.
Yep.
And she picks Davon, Wendell, and Joe. And Jason. Yeah. Davon, Wendell, and Jason. And
great team.
Great team. Absolutely.
And immediately, I love that also immediately Reza's like, what the fuck? Like, it's so just like, because then that means the other team is Joe, Reza, CJ, and Paula, none of which are particularly known for doing exceptional in challenges.
Except for Joe.
Joe is really, CJ's not bad.
CJ's not bad. She's not
None
bad.
of them are bad. Honestly, I think the weak link in that scenario, honestly, is Reza.
Yeah.
Because Paula ain't too bad either.
She's not that bad. She's not that bad.
No, but they weren't all that great in this challenge.
I mean, but if you look at the track record, we say Paula's not bad, but she's always on the losing team. So if I was like every week she's on the losing team, like all the time. So it's like if I was sitting there and they put me on the team with Paula, I was like, oh well, dang it.
I know I'm losing.
So I'm losing, right?
Is Paula the goat of the goat?
The goat of the goat. Oh. I think you might be right. You might be honest.
Because she's gonna get dragged to the end.
Absolutely. Because ain't nobody, but what? You gonna take out Paula?
Do we know the finale format of this show yet?
No, we have no idea. Which I'm very excited about.
If it's a house vote amongst everyone else that's been eliminated, oh Lord, Paula's gonna win.
Yeah.
Paula's gonna win. Paula has not pissed off a single person.
A single soul.
I think it's either Paula or Jason. If it's a house vote,
right?
Paula or Jason. If they are there, they win.
Absolutely.
Those are the two people that have not pissed anyone off who are left in this competition.
Yep.
Because now even Jill's pissed someone off in this week being Reza. But
yeah, I mean, because Reza was like, "Oh, with Jill as the goat, she my girl. We go be
my
all
Bravo
right.
bestie." I was
my
like,
Bravo
"No,
bestie,
baby.
she gonna be all right. We go." Every time that man talks, it infuriates me. Every time he talks,
the AAVE is strong with that one, and it's just frustrating.
Oh, it's so frustrating. Like, girl, we go do this. Oh my God! I was like, "Oh, shut up, shut up." Oh,
like, I don't need this right now.
I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad.
We'll get there shortly. I'm very excited to talk about it. But the immunity challenge ripped straight out of Survivor.
Straight out of Survivor. And
Jill and Big Brother. So it is the tug on the rope, balance the platform, stack the blocks. That a classic challenge.
Absolutely.
Jill did the right thing putting Wendell on her group.
Absolutely.
Because they slayed the hell out of this. It was not even close.
I mean, it had moments where we were like, purple team could do it. Orange team could do it. But the orange team just kept dropping. They just couldn't get their act together. And Joe couldn't stay on the balance beam to save his life, which does not surprise me because big men usually have the problems balancing themselves on balance beams with them big old feet.
And you know who, on the flip side of that, you know who did really well with balance? Jason kind of ate. Jason's kind of low-key eating this whole season, honestly.
He cooking and eating, baby. He is cooking and eating. And honey, I love it. I love Jason. I have been a fan of Jason. I have been obsessed with Jason since he was on the Food Network. And so I was like, oh, I love him. Like, I want to talk like Jason. I just love Jason so much.
I know.
I just love him. Like, he was nervous as a hot cat on a tin roof in church. He was just so nervous. He was so nervous, honey. But child, he got it together. And I'm so glad he eating this competition up. And like you said, ain't nobody mad at Jason. So if he make it to the end and it's a house vote,
because if it's a final two scenario, there's no, it would have to be a final three because then there's 11 votes. So, but it's also like, what the hell is Joey going to contribute if it is a house vote? Like,
right? He ain't been there the whole team.
No shade to Joey, he was just the first one that went home. So, Like, what are Joey and Tayshia and Lauren actually going to be like contributing to a house vote at the end of the game? Like, I hope it's not that, honestly. But anyway, the Jill's handpicked team does win the competition, meaning that 2 of the 3 biggest targets in the game are now safe, or 2 of the 4 biggest targets in the game are safe, and it means another week of Davon safety. Period.
That was all I was worried and concerned about. I was like, is Davon safe? If Davon is safe, then we can continue. Period.
Yes. Davon is very safe. And it means that one of CJ, Paula, Reza, and Joe are going to go home. Joe is really the only person that is putting in work. To save himself. Realistically speaking, he's going to everybody. He's like, I don't want to go home. Reza, meanwhile, is just saying, fuck Jill, fuck Jill, fuck Jill. It's like, all right, Diva. All right. And then he goes up into the green room. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I was like, you ain't supposed to be up there. And he just like goes to Jill and he's like, it would be my worst nightmare if you were the tie vote that sent me home, Jill.
And Jill says, well, Reza, it's interesting you're coming to me now when you haven't talked to me since day one. After we made the whole Bravo thing, you hadn't talked to me since. And then you just kept going after everybody who I wanted to stay. So, and now you're just now talking to me again only because you're in trouble. Interesting.
He didn't feel very very Bravo when he voted Kristen out.
So
what's tea?
Exactly what she said. She was like, "What this Bravo thing wasn't that real when you was voting for Kristen, but it's okay now. You want it to be real now."
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, I mean, I just didn't know if you needed reassurance like that. Yeah.
I was gonna say, it may not be something that he recognized he needed to do because he hasn't played a social strategy game before, but unfortunately he has. He really did not do well in that one.
Did he really play? No.
No, he was the first one to go, which was fine by me. So we do get the results. It was 3 votes for Joe, right? I don't remember because it was 5 votes to vote out Reza, who I'm thankful, thank God, we get to take him off the board. We don't have to look at his face anymore. I don't remember where the other 3 votes went.
3, 4, 5. Wendell voted for Joe.
Wendell voted Joe. I think CJ voted for Joe.
It was 5 votes for.
It was 5 votes to Reza.
So
there were 8 votes.
No, 1. Oh well. 1, 2. I think CJ voted Joe.
So it would have been Wendell, CJ, and Reza would have voted for Joe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't matter because Reza's gone. Reza's gone. Reza's gone. Fuck Reza. Reza's gone. And now I'm genuinely like, anyone could win this season and I'd be fine with it.
Absolutely. Anybody winning, I'll be like, okay.
I have people that I would prefer to win. But genuinely, any of these 7 people, I'd be like, sure, work, Diva.
I would want Davon to win. In my particular order, it would be Davon, Jill, Paula.
And
then,
I think at this point I would go Davon, Jill, Jason.
Maybe. Okay. Davon, Jill, Jason, Paula, Joe, CJ, Wendell.
Joe, CJ, Wendell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Wendell above CJ only because I feel like Wendell's done more.
CJ. Yeah, Wendell, CJ.
Yeah.
Maybe Wendell's CJ Wendell, Joe, CJ.
Joe, CJ. Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because if Wendell wins, it's deserved.
It's deserved. He earned it.
He ain't my favorite person in the world, but it's very deserved.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah. It'll be
I've got 4 people that I really like that I would prefer to win.
Yeah.
And then Wendell, Joe, CJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a very satisfying episode. He, in leaving, I'm not even going to say his name anymore because I don't really care to say his name anymore.
Let's talk about him in leaving was being such the baby that.
And I quote, "Please vote Jill out of this motherfucking house."
When you had a huge problem with the way Kristen left the house. And how you were like, oh my God, how dare she leave this so classless? That is the worst thing you could possibly do. That is so gross. Like, Kristen, don't. She went out looking horrible. And what did you do? You threw a whole temper tantrum, throwing your goat on the floor and leaving it there, flipping off Jill, walking up the stairs, pouting and stumping and screaming on your way out. Where Tosh had to take your goat and give it back to you to tell you to actually do what you're supposed to do on your way out. But you had a problem with the way Kristen left the game. Sir. What? Ill to you. Ill to you. Ill. No, thank you. And I will never discuss this man again.
I wanna say on the topic of him, and then I will never speak on him again. I find it interesting that he went, in his final exit, he goes, I can't wait to get my phone back and block this bitch, meaning Jill. And then all of his post-season bullshit that we haven't commented on at all, really. I don't particularly care to, because I think it's disgusting, and I think he is a disgusting human. But all of his negativity has been directed towards Davon. And not Jill. Which I also find incredibly confusing.
I mean, it's so easy to hate the Black woman.
Yep.
It's very easy to hate the Black woman, even though the white woman is the one that got you out and your friend. Davon didn't know you from a can of paint when you walked in the door, but Jill knew you and she took you out, but yet you're mad at Davon.
Yeah. And that's all I want to comment on that horrible piece of shit man. I will say, though, this was a good week for Davon strategy-wise because she let Jill, we said it last week, she let Jill take the lead on this. Jill got the goat. Jill executed the plan. Jill got Reza out.
Yep.
And Davon is only benefiting from this move. I ain't mad.
Mother is mothering. Period.
Because when women.
And when Black women, Black women, period.
And when Davon Rogers, Davon's? Davon's.
Period.
It is such a damn pleasure to have Davon Rogers back on our TV.
Absolutely. And if the rumors are true, we go have her back again soon. I am very excited.
I will take off. I will break my hiatus of talking about the challenge.
Me too. We'll cover it. I will talk about
exclusively. If Davon Rogers is on a television show, we're going to talk about it.
We're talking about it.
That's just what it is.
That's mother. We're talking about it. Period. She is the only one to make me actually, for real. 2 people on the challenge that I will actually talk about, and I'm mad that I'm not talking about them now. It's Davon, and it's Cam. And I love me some Killer Cam, and I know I'm watching it, but we're not talking about it, but I am watching it. So those are the only people who I would be like, baby.
I will not be watching Challenge 40, but I will be watching All Stars. We're not watching 40.
No, we're not watching 40. No. I'm not.
Challenge, get your shit together with your casting. It seems like they might have.
Maybe.
Well, All Stars is a Paramount one, so
Yes, that's why I watched the Paramount one.
different casting. Different casting. Thankfully for that. But that is that. I think this is the first episode of The GOAT that we've done other than the 3-episode premiere that actually went over 30 minutes.
A little over 30 last week.
Maybe. I don't remember. But still enjoying the season.
Absolutely.
Like I said, now any of these top 7 could win. I said, okay, cool. There is a top 4 that I would prefer. But that's just me. But yes, we will be back next week. Probably earlier in, the week to talk about. We're getting on a better schedule with it now that there's only 4 episodes left, presumably, or something like that. So we'll be back very shortly to talk about episode 7 of The GOAT. If you like our content here at The Cup TV, subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us. Let us know all your thoughts down in the description below. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share on your way out. Check out our link tree down below for all of our YouTube links, our audio podcast links, and our membership channel, where we'll be ramping up the exclusive content and the early access for stuff moving forward. So make sure to check those out. Also down in the description, you could follow our socials. You can follow me and Lana. You get your cup merch, all those things. All that information is down there, so make sure to check that out. And with that being said, we're going to get out of here. So cheers.
Cheers.
And I will say, on a final note for this episode, I am finding Tosh to be a little bit more palatable as the season goes on. So I'm happy to see it. But
I love that for you. I love the journey you're taking.
Thank you. Stan Davon for clear skin. Goodbye.
Absolutely. Bye.